Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, California, home of the Stanford Cardinal, where so many legendary players have built their legacies here over the decades. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Stanford will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cavazos. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them the chance to build their confidence up.
Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Touchdown, USC.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score USC 7, Stanford 0.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score USC 7, Stanford 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Looks like Stanford will have the 1st down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back do just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
They're going to run it here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep shot ball's incomplete, but a lot of contact there. And here comes the penalty flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Oh, Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. In the clear at the 25.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Tries to get it to the running back. Comes up with the catch. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Cardinal. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6. And the Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Trojans starting a new series here on first and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40, at the 30 now, inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. You're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And now the running back's got it again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner one down. Sets up the next drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. Fighting him off. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And the Trojans line up on first and 10 now.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it here in the end zone. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Stanford 21, USC 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Hey guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Stanford 21, USC 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Now here's the toss play. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This time, a completion. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. He's swarmed by the defense.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll keep the kicking team on the sideline, try to extend the lead here with a touchdown on 4th and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Clock way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, SC.
USC. Number 7 with the carry.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll make it into the end zone. The two-point try pays off. They're now up by 1 here in the 4th. Now they get set to kick it away.
Stanford, 21.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. And the ball is hauled in. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Quick throw to his receiver. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And sack sets up 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Hit just as he throws the ball. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.